What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Mark here. Thank you for joining the channel. On this channel, we talk about tech, life, culture, sometimes stimulus checks, capitalism, money tips, anything to help you level up. And in this brief video, what we want to do is cover a little bit of a stimulus update to let you know what's going on and just give you some insight for those who aren't able to watch the news or choose not to watch the news and just want to get little bits and pieces here and there. I'm going to help do that for you and help maybe answer any questions that you do have. So far it looks like we'll be passing a $908 billion stimulus plan, and it looks like there is actually going to be $600 stimulus checks that are going to be involved for single people, and then double that for couples, and then there's also going to be $600 going towards dependents. So for instance, a family of two or a family of four, a husband and wife with two kids would end up getting $2,400. So you can do the math. I don't know of any particular caps. There usually is a cap around 5 children, so we'll have to see about that. But right now, as it seems, they are working towards negotiations to release a $908 billion stimulus plan to get relief payments into the pockets of the American people. So this is actually very good news. There's a report out just now, which we're going to do a split screen real quick and look at Yahoo News. This is kind of a funny one. White House aides reportedly step in to keep Trump from calling for $2,000 stimulus checks, fearing it could absolutely torpedo relief negotiations. Now, recently, Trump is a big proponent for big stimulus checks. Remember a few months ago, he said that he wanted bigger and better stimulus. He wanted more than the Democrats wanted. And so far, we haven't seen much of that. But in this latest news update, President Trump stepped in after probably a week of not really saying anything about the stimulus. And he started talking about wanting $2,000 stimulus checks. Now, here's the thing with that. It may not do anything for him now because of the election and, you know, the everything that's going on politically. But if this does happen and if he pushes for a bigger stimulus check, bigger than $600, because honestly, between you and me, let me know in the comments what you think about a $600 stimulus check and if that's going to go towards helping you out in any way. Maybe last 3 days in my family when it comes to buying groceries or, you know, gas to and from work. It's an absolute joke. $600. Now, if we can get $1,200, maybe that'll help a little more to some families that are absolutely in need, that maybe need a little bit of assistance paying their rent or paying some bills or some debt, you know, that they have accrued over the last couple months, maybe some credit card debt, some high interest credit card debt. Be good to put some money towards that to get those payments down, right? But right now, as it stands, it looks like we're going for $600. They did speak about $700, but it looks like we're going towards the number 600. However, Donald Trump is shooting for $2,000. He goes and he speaks recently in a press conference and says this. The Post reported that Trump held a phone call with allies, and he wanted stimulus payments to at least, at the very minimum, be $1,200, perhaps as large as $2,000. Congressional leaders are currently drafting a $900 billion emergency relief package with $600 stimulus payments for Americans. Half of the $1,200 that was distributed in March and April through the earlier pandemic relief fund. Now, Trump was in the midst of outlining his desires when officials told him, stop, don't say another word. And they were frantic, freaking out, and they really thought that this would absolutely capsize negotiations between the Republicans and the Democrats, which appears likely that it would push it also further out. Now, we're already like on thin ice right now with the deadlines and coming to some type of an agreement. And there's a lot of people on board trying to agree on this package, this COVID relief stimulus package right now. But there's still some fine details that have yet to be resolved and agreed on. And they're actually waiting for that right now. An anonymous source told the Post that aides were frantic, were really frantic, saying, we can't do this, it will blow up negotiations. Ben Williams, a White House spokesman, told the Post that Trump supports larger relief payments for struggling Americans. The president has heard from Americans all over the country who are hurting through no fault of their own, and he's made it clear that the next round of relief to include stimulus checks at a significant number, he said. We're working with Congress to settle an agreement that can pass as soon as possible. And it goes on to talk about some other things right there. But honestly, I want to just cut this fairly short, and I want to hear what you, the people, have to say about this. What are you feeling about the stimulus right now? Will $600 actually help you? Obviously, $1,200 will help you, but what if President Trump really pushes for the $2,000 stimulus payment? And that's just $2,000 for a single person. Imagine what it would be for a couple with children. Now, obviously, the Dems and the Republicans obviously want to keep it under $1 trillion, which they're doing right now at $908 billion. But if they include that extra boost, that extra stimulus, $1,200 or $2,000, it will extremely blow up that number and will most likely be over $1 trillion. And they don't want to do that. And when you spend a lot of money like that, in the future, it ends up coming out of your pockets anyway. So we have to be a little careful about that. But that's your stimulus update for today. They're hoping to pass something tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, December 18th. So what I want you to do is obviously go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Click the like button if you found value in this video because it helps me get this video out to more people. Drop a comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to get a dialogue going. I want to kind of comment back and forth. I'll reply to every comment that I can. And I want you to share this video to your friends and families, and hopefully they can gain some insight on what's taking place. Now, go ahead and follow me on TikTok. Got about 260,000 followers there, and I give short little snippets of stimulus updates and financial tips and tricks and hacks and cool little things that I do on that channel as well. So thanks so much for joining. Remember, stay well today, laugh a little louder, and learn to be a better you. We'll see you in the next live stream or video.